Hey guys, Chef Farouche, founder of Indulge Right Foods and RealFoodIsMedicine.com. Hey, I want to talk to you about the fitness and why not all exercise are made for weight loss. All right. So once again, this is about lifestyle and how certain things will also interfere with the communication of, or the proper signaling of your hormones. And exercise is one of those as well. So like I said, there is proper way of exercising for weight loss, and there's a difference between exercising for weight loss and exercising to retain the lost weight, right? Too much of exercise or not enough of it is not a good thing either. You got to keep in mind that it's not just about burning calories. So getting on a treadmill, it really is not going to do as much as, let's say, doing a planned or having a plan to do certain things that will really help you release the weight or prime your body to release the weight. A lot of times exercise will actually add more stress to your system, which leads me to the same concept as we talked about earlier when with sleep or even with stress. Think about it. Stress, exercise is actually some form of a stress on your system, right? When you're exercising, you're kind of tearing muscles, if you would, to some extent to rebuild them. So that's some sort of a stress on your system, and your body will respond accordingly. So keep that in mind. Let's see, you want to also pay attention to, oftentimes we think about exercising more, and this is typical, when we think about diet, exercising more and eating less. Well, that doesn't really work. It doesn't. I feel sad for the people that I see at the gym that are just basically day in, day out. They're doing the same things, and you could see they're not really getting anywhere with all the effort they're putting in, when with far less effort they could achieve 10 times more than what they're getting doing the same thing over and over and over. So a few things to caution. When you're exercising, to find out if it's the right kind or wrong kind, pay attention to what is referred to as HEC, H-E-C, and that stands for hunger, energy, and cravings. Because when you over-exercise, you might trigger cravings. Or if you're lacking energy after exercise, keep an eye on those, because that's not going to help you. Again, it affects on your same hormones, right? It will lead to stress. It will increase more cortisol secretion, right? We've talked about the cortisol. Once that happens, you got a bunch of sugar. Here you are eating healthier, but your body dumping a bunch of sugar in your system because you're kind of stressing it out. And how that's going to affect on all your other hormones as well, including all the way to your thyroids. Over exercising or doing the wrong kind of exercise could actually trip your thyroids. So be careful with that. Or if you have thyroid issues, exercising might not be your best thing to do. So you want to work with someone who understands what's going on with that and what can you do to prevent your thyroids from tripping, all right, from having any thyroid issues or side effects. Let's see what else. I think the most important part of it is really understanding that it will cause a stress on your system, and when you are under stress, you're going back to the same thing of affecting your hormones, which ultimately will prevent you from really seeing results. And I think that's the main reason why most people don't finish their New Year resolution, or they're done with it by January 10th or 15th, because they don't see any results and they get really discouraged, or they overdo it. They go from nothing to absolutely a couple hours at the gym, and they end up with the heck, right? They lack energy, they don't feel good, they start craving things, they get more stressed. Or in some cases, they probably don't even know it. It affects what they're doing, affects on their thyroids, or they might have thyroid issues and they lack the knowledge. that exercise may not be the best thing for them, and not until the thyroids are under control. So all of those will really affect on their performance or really maintaining that lifestyle. Again, this is not about just exercising more, eating less. It's about diet in a sense of a lifestyle. So creating lifestyle that will support you on the long term. Some things might get you quick results, such as doing some detoxification, 10 days thing, or drinking some liquid, which we'll talk about in another video, and we'll show you also better ways to detoxify. But in such cases, you might have a negative effect on your system. You might do more damage than you do any good. So what can you do? I always advise my client to start by walking. So it could be on a treadmill, which is fine, but don't go for the run. Just have a 30 minutes, 45 minutes walks. That should be plenty for you to start with. Once you've got your system primed, then you could do more weightlifting, or you could do other things, again, provided you don't have other conditions. So there's no one system fits all, but walking definitely hasn't caused any side effects to anyone so far. Let's see what else. A lot of times people go in the gym and they just do everything at once. That causes more stress on your system. What I mean by that is they'll go on the treadmill, they'll do some upper body and lower body, and they're just what some people refer to as circuit workouts, right? So you work all of your body, but think about it, you're causing stress on your system, and now your body is confused to figure out, what do I repair first, right? Combine that with the lack of sleep, which your body's already stressed because of it. You are under stress because of life is full of stress. You combine all three, your body's going bazooka and can't figure out what the hell to do or how to repair what to do. No wonder you can't see results. No wonder you are more tired. No wonder you feel discouraged in no time. And you feel like, okay, well, this is my destiny. I'm just going to stick with it. Forget it. This is not done for me. It's not for me. So again, do not give up, but understand what your goal is. Work with someone who understands your conditions, especially if you have thyroid issues or other conditions, before you sign up with them, before you decide, I'm going to go at the gym and start working out like crazy, before you commit for hours upon hours of working out per day or per week. Do it slowly. The best way to do it is always start walking. It could be around the block a couple times. And you want to walk as if someone is kind of following you. So you're really not running, but you're not in a leisurely walk that takes you, 20 minutes to take 3 steps. All right. So I think you get the point. So, all right, start walking. If you need to cut back until you prime your system, do it for your own benefit, but also be sure you are, once again, sleeping enough, managing your stress, exercising properly. If your goal is to lose weight, understand what will help you to lose weight when it comes to exercise. All right. So in the next video, we'll talk about toxins and detox and how they might affect on your weight loss. Talk to you soon.